Thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Got him. The slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Jose Ramirez. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably. Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Sharp ground ball to third. Chapman has it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. Ready for another chance. Billy Burns. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. There's a strike. A windup and the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Francisco Lindor. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and nothing will come of the 2-out. Here's Brian Dozier now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Slurve in there, strike 1. Jeremy Hellickson in line for the victory here if our current score holds. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Parra is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. Here's Yonder Alonso. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Breaking ball in for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Hot shot to third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
No run.
Ready for another shot now. Yandy Diaz. He was a double play victim last time around. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble.
Relay. Cut it.
Alonso rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he can't hang on to the ball here at home plate. And that will almost certainly be ruled an error. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. The catch is made, and the A's have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for
Your attention, please.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Taylor. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Right side, hit hard. And that's through for a hit. So that at-bat extends the inning for Miguel Cabrera. Into the box, Miguel Cabrera. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit to short. Story plays it in, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Ryan Butcher comes out of the bullpen. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly,
a pitcher is confronted with a less than stellar stat.
Your attention, please.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Ryder is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
one of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able.
They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
He stays alive, still 2-2.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Torreyes fields it cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And he'll watch the slurve that falls in for strike one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Matt Olson is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to take care of him, and the A's have taken the rubber. Here 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. On the season, Merrifield hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways.
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. Here's the first pitch to him. And a breaking ball stays outside. Swing and a miss, 1-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll get down for a base hit. Digging in and looking for more, number 34. Last time through was a base hit. 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. And that's through into left, a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one. Salvador Perez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Raul Mondesi will come on now and pinch run here. In there, no balls and a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. The 0-2 home. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. He's safe at the plate. And we are tied here in the 8th. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player.
Now pitching for the A's.
Digging in once again, Lee. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside. Squared that one up just a little late. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Mateo going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. With Merrifield next to hit. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
That's back.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that brings in the speedy Raul Mondesi Jr. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Jeremy Hellickson in line for the victory here if our current score holds. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a breaking ball. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first is going to take care of him as the Royals are now down to their last chance now. In is Jorge Soler, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he is in to second with a 2-out double. So next to the plate for the Royals, Leury Garcia, runner in scoring position with 2 guns. And he takes ball 1. A fastball that finds the outside corner. And that's taken up and in for ball 2. On the ground to the right side. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win. And this man
Your attention, please.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double. Ready once again, number 1. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Now a bunt attempt here. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Up next for Chicago, Wellington Castillo, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 2-0. Ryder is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty V. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Casey Gillespie. He singled his last time up. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Ready now for the White Sox, Nicky Delmonico. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. 0-1 the count, and this is sliced hard down the left field line. And he has just given them the lead late as this is down for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run is also in, and with it, they take the lead. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. In there, strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And strike 3. In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game.
Your attention, please.
Stepping in for the Jays, Teoscar Hernandez. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero. He singled his last time up. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
In the dirt. Right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base. 4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Pulled high in the air out to left field. After it is Davis. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Next to bat for Toronto, Luis Aparicio. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And that's in there for a strike. Swing and a liner. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning. Ryan Butcher is the man called on. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
This manager is hoping to stoke the competitive fire of his pitchers.
Your attention, please.
Sheldon Ness. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a boop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
2-0 now. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Brandon Lowe. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. 1-0 the count. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Shoots this one over to first, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So striding forward now, Dalton Pompey. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Low base runner at first with 1 out. And that one stayed too low apparently. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Reyes has it to second for 1. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Ryan Butcher takes the ball now in inning number. So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. Into the box now, Brian Chambers. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him.
Second. A diving try, but it's through into the
Fly,
outfield.
fly, fly.
And he's safe. So coming to the plate, Brian Chambers. He reached on a single in his first try.
Brian Chambers.
Soft liner towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third. At the plate, Brian Chambers. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. At the plate, Brian Chambers. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Skied into straightaway right. Ryder has a play.